This is PVL Stadium in Port Vila, Vanuatu. It's the OFC Champions League final first leg. Amicale against Auckland City, the defending champions. And I can tell you, the atmosphere in Port Vila all day has been one of colour, it has been one of carnival, and it has been one of impending excitement and build-up. This stadium has been full since 10:30 this morning. People have been queuing up outside the stadium waiting to get the best seats as these two teams go head-to-head in an OFC Champions League final for the second time in 3 years. I'm your commentator, Gordon Watson. Alongside me is Ante Raspuric, the former Zagreb Hersfeld striker. Ante, welcome to Port Vila.
Hello and welcome to you too, Gordon.
So an exciting afternoon of football before us. The temperature here in Port Vila is 29 degrees Celsius. It's around 95% humidity, and it's all about that trophy, the OFC Champions League trophy. It's worth well over $20,000 US. Auckland City have won it 3 times in a row. They're going after a record 4th consecutive title. But Amicale, undefeated in this edition, the 12th edition of the Champions League. They've beaten Auckland 1-0 in the group stage in Lautoka, courtesy of Dominic Fred's header. But for Auckland City, it's been a mixed bag. Defeated by Amicale, of course, as I mentioned, and then beaten by AS Pire in their last outing. But that crucial away goal to João Moreira was enough to ensure the Navy Blues' presence in the final yet again. Well, Port Vila Stadium holds around 9,500 people.
And Gordon, looks like there's probably another 9,500 waiting to come in. So
yeah, exactly.
It looks like it's going to be a great atmosphere here in Port Vila. And I think we're in for a great football match today.
Kader Zatuni of Tahiti is the referee. His assistant referees Didier Muzo from New Caledonia and Teri Piri of the Cook Islands. The 4th official is Isidore Asianambasa, who took control of Auckland's semi-final with AS Pire. What a cracking atmosphere it is here. A warm welcome to everybody watching this match with VBTC in Santo and Port Vila, and our viewers around the Pacific in Auckland, New Zealand, of course, following the Navy Blues at Kiwitea Street, and all our viewers in Fiji as well. There is the head-to-head between these two sides. They've met 5 times, 2 wins for Amicale and 3 for Auckland. There have been no draws. And a fairly familiar lineup for Amicale, the team that drew 0-0 with Bar. Dordovic is restored to the lineup. There were some fears that he may not make it due to injury, but Fenedy Masavakalo is included. That is a bit of a surprise, but you have a theory about that, Ante?
Well, yeah, Fenedy has got a great following here in Port Vila, and he's a very popular player. He's been around a long time, and he'll bring a lot of depth to the Amicale lineup. And also, like, we've got the Serbian connection with Dordovic and Vasilic. Bring a lot of depth and experience and composure to the Amicale squad. So I think we're in for a big tussle here at Port Vila, and game on. Game on, very much so. You saw from the Auckland lineup there is a start for Sean Morris. Daewoo Kim is on the bench. Otherwise, it's a very familiar looking Auckland City team, spearheaded by João Moreira and Emiliano Tade. Mario Beelan will lock down the deep lying midfielder role for the Navy Blues. He came in to this lineup last season for the Champions League and was a big part of the Auckland City side that won 3 in a row. They're going to need something from him if they're to make it 4. Earlier today we were entertained by the OFC Just Play Kids, the future stars of Vanuatu football, and also Vanuatu Football Federation were able to name their side for the OC Under-20 Men's Championship. You should visit www.oceaniafootball.com after this game to get details of the composition of that side. And Ante, you know the coach very well, don't you? Yes, I do. the assistant coach, Anthony Pisano. We played together many, many years ago back in Australia. He's bringing a bit of composure and expertise into the side. I watched them train last night. They're a tight unit and very fast, very fit, and I think they're going to do well in Fiji in the coming weeks.
Well, look at that. You can see outside the stadium, people are gathered in any vantage point they can get to get a glimpse of this game.
Well, the whole of Port Vila this morning, it's been flags, jerseys, Amicale. So it's a big thing for Port Vila. Okay, game on. Here we go.
We're underway. Auckland City with possession through Visilic. Look to clip it into Ryan De Vries. Can't find a target. So Amicale did it with some degree of difficulty in the second leg of their semi-final against Bar. They produced a 0-0 draw, which was enough to get them this far, but they were perhaps somewhat fortuitous. There were two very good penalty calls that were turned down for the Fijians. But again, this Amicale defence has remained solid throughout, marshalled by Nelson Sale, along with Marko Djordjevic. There he is there, winning the header. Milne with the ball to Moreira. Ryan De Vries. Can't find Tade, picked up by Sale. First touch of the ball. Oh, and you can see there. We talked about the pitch conditions, aren't they? Being a bit precarious.
Yeah, well, it's basically the same for both teams. They're going to have to deal with it and play the best they can.
Here's Marshall. Trying to flick a ball around the corner for Dominique Fred. Well, Colin Marshall arrived at Amicale some months ago, primarily as a central midfielder. That's where he's played most of his career with the likes of Dundee, Falkirk and Aston Villa. Because this pitch here in Port Vila is rather treacherous in terms of its bounce, Marshall's found himself more comfortably slotted in at right back.
As you can see, both sides are feeling their feet, and
this is Jack Wentney. Masavakalo. Oh, and not far away. Hit the back stanchion. Well, the home fans enjoyed that. Masavakalo, just his second appearance in the competition this season. He won the Golden Boot 3 years ago.
just missed by a whisker. Oh, that looked great. What a great shot. From outside the box, you got a hold of it. Just unlucky it's drawn past half a metre past the top corner.
Amicale have no shortage of firepower on their bench. Sonny Issa, the former Bar player, is also capable of scoring goals. He managed 9 of those last season in just 7 appearances for Bar. And of course Kensi Tangis, who celebrates his 22nd birthday, is also on the bench along with Francois Sakama.
Yeah, so Gordon, there's a lot of depth there on the Amicale bench, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of depth there on the Auckland bench to continue through the game.
Yes, when you look at that Auckland City bench, it's replete with experience. The likes of James Pritchett, the first player to make 50 Champions League appearances in this competition. Visilic looking for Tade. The ball will scoot through to Chikaman Saleh. Here's Marshall. Fred. First touch of the ball for Morris. Burfoot. Nangalefa. Marshall. Masavakalo's touch was a heavy one. Marshall. Now read by Belan. Former Croatian under-20 international Mario Belan. Durovic. Now Jack Whitney. Iwata deals with that comfortably. Irving. Moreira. Durovic with the header. Nangaletha trying to combine with compatriot Shivan Swami. Tade. Well, a scrappy opening to this 12th OFC Champions League final. Beelan looking for some help in a navy blue shirt. Barefoot. So Ante, I think we can expect both teams to take this approach, given it's going to be 3 long hours of football.
It'll be a long. It looks like a long afternoon. I think the heat's going to play a bit of a part in the way tactically how both teams play, just to make sure they last the 90 minutes.
Yes, we had what you could describe as torrential rain all last night, and it was around 20 degrees when Auckland City arrived in the country. But this morning it was about 25 degrees by 10 a.m. with such a high percentage of humidity.
Yeah, great little back pass there from Veselic, and found one of the Amicale midfielders, but ended up going outside, so we're back in it now.
Taloni. Whitney looking to cut inside on that right foot. And the ball scoots through to Tamati Williams, who will be part of the New Zealand All Whites side that takes on South Africa at the end of this month. Is listed as one of 2 goalkeepers, the other being the Wellington Phoenix's Glenn Moss. Williams hasn't won a cap for his country, but has won plenty of trophies with Auckland City in his time. Most recent, of course, was the ASB Premiership last month. Tade, Saleh spots the danger, gets across. He's done well, Nelson Saleh. Goal kick for Amicale.
Yeah, just blocking off the Auckland striker, get a goal kick and just compose and restart again.
It's very easy to forget that Nelson Saleh is what you would term a foreign player within the context of Vanuatu club football. He has been part of Amicale for the last 3 or 4 years and is one of the most capped Solomon Islands players in this competition. Has turned out previously for Auckland City, ironically enough. Very briefly, it must be said. But seems to have found a spiritual club home here in Port Vila, with the Red Roosters, as they're known. Let's have another look at that. Andrew Milne just copying one from Jack Whitney. Kate Zatuni, the referee from Tahiti, assessing the situation. Well, it's been a difficult season for Andrew Milne in many ways. He's been shunted around the Auckland City starting lineup from left back to right back. He began his career as a striker. Now something of a handyman, as it were, for coach Ramon Trebulic, given that there's an injury to James Pritchett. Now Veselic. Williams. Veselic again. Moreira. Trying to get away from Nangaletha. Saleh's header. Moreira. Jack Whitney comes up with a ball off Moreira. He's going to need help. And he's got some wonderful futsal skills, Jack Whitney. And the crowd thrilled to it.
Yeah, I'm noticing now with the Amicale midfield, it's a very tight midfield. Auckland trying to get their way through. Were your remarks on that, Gordon?
Yeah, well, it's very much part of Auckland City's approach. They prefer this possession-based style. And I guess if Amicale can lock things down in the middle of the park, it's going to be very difficult for Auckland to play through.
Maloney with a big corner.
Well, Taloni has got state league experience.
Yes, Taloni's coming from Fraser Park Soccer Club in Sydney, playing the Super League. He's here on loan, and speaking to him this morning before the game, it's a bit of a new experience for him to play in the South Pacific, and he's enjoying his time here at Amicale.
He certainly added a lot. This Amicale back four has been rock steady. Williams searches for Iwata, a header forward. Marshall lets it run through. Saleh collects on the other side. Well, these two teams have played in the OFC Champions League final twice, today being the second time, but the last time they played at this venue, Amicale won by a goal to nil. And the goal scorer that day is on the bench, Kensi Tangis. It was a dead rubber in a group match in March 2012. Taloni flips in across. Irving against Vasilic. Tade clears his lines. Whitney. Oh, and it's broken through. Oh, and it's offside.
Oh, just offside. Great build-up on the left-hand side with Taloni getting the cross in, and just unfortunately couldn't get a shot off. But just a fraction offside here on the right-hand flank, and free kick to Auckland.
Tade got into a bit of a tangle. He took one touch, there was a second. Encouraging signs for the home side. Well, Ivan Vasilic has got plenty of experience playing on this venue. He played for the All Whites here in 2007 in a FIFA World Cup qualifier.
Yeah,
the All Whites won that game 2-1.
Ivan Vasilic is probably the most experienced man on the park. Brings a lot of depth to the Auckland lineup, and
this is Milne. Tries to wind in across, there's no one there. Marshall with a header. Cleared by Fred only as far as Beelan. Iwata joins in the attack. Tade, wide on the left against Marshall. Cuts in on the right. Amicale are going to have to be careful.
Great little passage of play there from Auckland. Gives Iwata the throw in.
Well, Tade's got himself a free kick.
Looks like a dangerous position for a free kick. We'll see what Auckland come up with here.
Well, Tade's been taking a lot of the set pieces for Auckland City throughout the course of the season.
Do you want me to fix the sound or do you want me to do the replay? Can you see what the sound is? Listen to come back again.
So it looks as though Takuya Iwata Looks as though it's going to be barefoot. With the free kick. Winds it in. Away by Taloni. Masavakalo. This is where Amicale can be most dangerous.
Shot on the counter.
Morris with some very timely intervention for Auckland. Swami. Nangaletha. Vasilic finds Masavakalo. This is a good build-up for Amicale. Whitney against Milne. Can't get the cross in, it's blocked. Gets a second go at it. Taloni joins in. Now he can get the cross in, Taloni. Goes deep to the far post. Awada's missed it. Dominic Fred. Nangaletha. Oh, what a tough target. Encouraging signs for Amicale.
Yeah, great little build-up of play there. Taloni whips in the cross with heaps of pace. A bit of a scruffle in the box. At least there was a shot on goal. Back to a goal kick for Auckland. I'm noticing now Gordon and Amicale are dangerous up on that left-hand flank with Taloni doing a couple of good runs and getting a couple good crosses in.
Yeah, certainly looked dangerous each time he's ventured over the halfway line.
And with the big man Vislic up front holding the ball up, could cause a few dramas there for the Auckland City team.
Here's Fred. Not a bad ball.
Ooh.
It's still in. Masavakalo goes to ground. Milne's given that straight to Whitney. What can he produce? And those quick feet. It's taken at the near post by Tamati Williams. You can just feel the energy and the excitement each time Jack Whitney gets a hold of the ball. Made his name in futsal, Jack Whitney. Look at this. Goes one way, then the other. Past his marker.
Yeah, great show of skill. Great foot movement, and got the cross in. Unfortunately, no glory.
Tade. Golden Boot winner in the ASB Premiership, Emiliano Tade. Moreira, former Portugal under-20 international. Well intercepted by Colin Marshall. Saleh. Vasilic. Irving concedes a free kick on halfway.
Yeah, back to what I was saying before, you'll find Vislic all day holding the ball up, drawing defenders with him and offloading.
Dordovic. Taloni. Well, the pitch conditions tricky. Here's Taloni, still forward for Amicale. Tries to cut on his left. Masavakalo. Hits the side netting. He was offside anyway. The flag on the commentary position side, held by Terry Pitty, went up fairly quick.
Yeah, just a fraction too late from Taloni, as you can see, just offside. But back again, that build-up of play on the left-hand side, Gordon looks pretty dangerous at the moment.
Well, talking about the pitch conditions, it's very, very difficult in the middle of the park, but out wide, it's where it's best.
out wide, the pitch is fine. It's prone to playing great football.
You can see on the right-hand side, Dominic Fred prospering. And Taloni down the left for Amicale. This is promising for Auckland though. De Vries has won a corner for the visitors. So Nikola Vasilic, the striker, is coming back for Amicale to lend height to the defence. Dordovic is in there. Nangaletha is in there. Mario Beelan, Ivan Visilic forward, Andrew Milner's there, João Moreira. Corner lofted into the far post, searching for Visilic, who gets a head on it. Marshall again, Saleh, toe pokes it away, only as far as Morris. He fancies a clip, and Milner with the left foot volley. He stayed forward, the right back. I don't know that he realised he had as much time at his disposal as he did.
Great little chip forward and just wide.
Swami. Saleh. He's robbed in a very good position for Auckland. Tade just lacked the control and the composure, Emiliano Tade. Marshall. Swami. Fred. Nangalefa underneath it. Will collect it off Beelan. Takes it on the chest. Lovely from Nangalefa. Masavakalo. Whitney. Well, they don't want to isolate Andrew Mill with Jack Whitney, Auckland City. Iwata. It's a corner.
Oh, it's a corner.
Amicale. Well, they can throw Dordovic forward here with Vasilic.
It might have been a touch there from Iwata. Amicale get the corner and Taloni over to take it.
So Taloni will take it. As Port Vila Stadium comes to life. The Red Roosters on the attack. Into the far post. Beelan gets something on it. Visilic. Fred. Might fancy a shot here. Off target. Have to test the goalkeeper, don't you, Andrew?
Yeah, well, you got to test the keeper. That one was way off target.
You can see here from Visilic's header out to the edge of the box. That touch was a good one from Fred. The final touch was poor.
Yeah, he should have done better with the half volley.
This is John Irving. Began his career with Everton and had a spell in Welsh football with Bala Town. Visilic. De Vries. He's a strong player, Ryan De Vries, and he's done well here. Moreira goes to ground. Dordovic, the guilty party. 4 goals for João Moreira in this competition. He joined Auckland City for the closing weeks of the ASB Premiership, and he's got a lovely touch for a player who's well over 6 foot tall. Excellent in the air, as you'd imagine.
There's no shortage of European experience here, Gordon, and it's a credit to both teams for having such depth in their sides.
Yes, exactly. It's certainly been part of the evolution of the OFC Champions League, just how much some of the clubs have tried to invest in recruitment and development of their teams.
We've seen football in the South Pacific come of age in the past 10 years.
Here's Masavakalo causing problems for Auckland. Well, Iwata had a high foot there, and Masavakalo collected some of that. A bit surprised a foul wasn't given Amicale's way. Play continues. Saleh, that was composed.
He's lucky he got away with that one.
Burfoot. Moreira. Morris. Beelan. Milne makes a run down the right. Beelan checks back inside. Saleh gets it off Tade. Brave defending from Dordovic. Whitney. Saleh. Well, Amicale are really making it tight for themselves back there.
Yeah, great pressing from Auckland to push Amicale into a corner like that, and I think Auckland need to do a bit more of that and grab possession in the first half.
Here's Taloni. So 25 minutes gone here in Port Vila. Amicale 0, Auckland City 0. OFC Champions League final first leg. What a price it's on offer.
It's shaping up to be a pretty even battle. There's not much in it in both teams, and like you said, the prize is the O-League Champions League trophy and a ticket to the World Club Challenge, Gordon.
Yes, that takes place in December in Morocco, December 10th to the 20th, the FIFA Club World Cup. Prize money for finishing 7th is $500,000 US. And of course, as Auckland City know from their exploits in 2009, that can increase exponentially as you win matches. And the benefit to not only your club, but clubs from the same member association is immeasurable in terms of finance. We'll come back to that. Here's Beelan. Fancies a long-range shot, but it's off target and it lacked power and accuracy. Of course, the first 3 winners of this competition were from Australia: South Melbourne in 1999, Wollongong Wolves in 2001, and Sydney FC in 2005. They beat AS Magenta 2-0 in Papeete, Tahiti. And of course, a friend of yours, David Zrulich, won the Golden Boot in 2005.
Yes, he did.
Beelan, Moreira, Tade. Awkward one for De Vries. Taloni's struggled with it. Marshall almost caught out, but he comes away with it. Saleh.
And South Melbourne Hellas team back then qualifying, I think it was back in Brazil back in the day.
That's correct.
It was, and it was coached by the current Socceroos coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Indeed. And there was a New Zealander involved with that team.
Vaughan Coveney. Oh.
Given away by Amicale. Moreira. Blocked by Saleh. It's still with Moreira. Tade. Iwata. Burfoot. Good spell of play this for Auckland City. Swami does some good defending in that holding midfield role. A chance for Amicale to counter through Finity. Masavakalo. Jack Whitney against Andrew Milne. Could be one of the key personal duels this afternoon. Milne does well. It's a corner for Amicale though.
Yeah, I'm noticing Amicale are being dangerous on that counter-attack. Anything's possible, and they've gained a corner kick out of it, and just that build-up from the back and the speed.
Yes, if you look at this Amicale side, there are 4 players eligible for the Vanuatu national side. One of them is the goalkeeper, Chikau Mansale. Finity Masavakalo and Dominique Fred are the other 2. Francois Sakama, who's on the bench, is in fact the 4th of that quartet, sorry. Marshall with the corner. Beelan let it go. Nungaletha picks it up. Oh, and Fred was looking to wrap around him. Nungaletha's
bad mistake there from Amicale.
Made a big mistake. De Vries. He's done well, De Vries. Shown plenty of strength. Tade with an opportunity. He scores. Auckland in front. 29 minutes. The defending champions are 1-0 up.
Yeah, great finish by Auckland.
Tade with his 5th goal of the Champions League, and it came from the mistake by Asaba Nungaletha.
Yeah, great through ball. Slotted it past the keeper. Keeper had no chance. Great passage of play from Auckland. It shows their experience and composure.
But how Asaba Nungaletha will rue that mistake, giving the ball away in the top third.
You just can't give those mistakes away in the top third. It just you get punished for it, Gordon.
Amicale trail by a 1-0. And of course a crucial away goal, and we saw how definitive that was in the semi-final between Amicale and Bar and AS Pure in Auckland City. An away goal can change everything. And it's, I have to say, it sucked some of the atmosphere out of this Port Vila Stadium.
Yeah, it's gone pretty quiet, Port Vila Stadium. But it's early days yet, Gordon. Still a lot of football left in this game.
30th minute, Amicale 0, Auckland City 1. Well, Vanuatu clubs have appeared in 3 Champions League finals previously. The first to do so was Tawhea in 2001. They played Wollongong Wolves and they lost that match 1-0. Speaking to a former player who played in that game, Moise Poida, yesterday, and he said that it's a result that to this day haunts fans of club football in this country.
And also you had a former Socceroo playing for FC Basel. Scotty Chipperfield was in that Wollongong Wolves
That's right, he
lineup
was
back in
as
the
well.
day.
Scott Chipperfield. The World Club Championship was cancelled the following year, and ironically Wollongong Wolves didn't get to experience what South Melbourne did in Brazil in 2000, but thankfully the restoration of this OFC Champions League and the restoration of the FIFA Club World Cup means that there is something for clubs in all confederations to aspire to, not just those from UEFA and CONMEBOL who dominate at the global level. Nungaletha, a chance to make up for his earlier mistake perhaps. Irving across. Iwata, Beelan. Tade just overcooked it. Moreira nearly robbing Saleh of possession. Veselic. Well, Amicale have just gone flat here, aren't they?
Yeah, the Amicale midfield, it just wasn't what it was at the start of the game. They're opening up too many gaps within the midfield. Thus Auckland capitalising on that. Need to recompose themselves.
Yeah, and just try and restore the self-belief. They did come in for some criticism last week from the home support when they drew 0-0 with Bar. There was a feeling that Amicale were somewhat lucky not to lose that match with the Fijians. And part of the problem of success is the pressure that comes with it.
Of course it is.
And Amicale are finding here in the last 2 matches in this competition just how intense that pressure can be.
It's not just the city of Port Vila, it's the whole country of Vanuatu who's behind Amicale.
Yes, Moise Poida joked with me. He's the coach of Tawhea. He said that just before the Champions League, everybody had Tawhea and Amicale strips, and then Tawhea supporters were putting them away in favour of those in red.
Talani's cross wasn't a good one. But he is causing a bit of damage down there on the left flank. And whipping in those corners with a bit of pace, and obviously looking for Veselic up front. The big, tall, 6'6" striker. .33 minutes gone. It's Auckland 1, Amicale 0.
Not quite panic stations yet for Nathan Hall, the Australian coach of Amicale.
Yeah, he's a young coach, 29 years old. With, a lot of experience for a man of his age, playing all over Asia. Once was a state league player back in Australia, and decided coaching was his thing, and has gained a lot of experience in Indonesia, India, Thailand. And I think he's brought a bit of professionalism here into Amicale.
Well, there's a sporting helping hand from Colin Marshall for his opponent, Mario Beelan. Yes, talking to Nathan Hall prior to this match, he hasn't complained once about the challenges before him and his team in this contest. He said that prior to coming to Vanuatu to accept the job, that he was fully aware of some of the obstacles that were in front of him in terms of facilities and perhaps some of the idiosyncrasies of living in a country in the Pacific. He's got nothing but the highest praise for the local fans and the people, in fact, of the country. And if he can deliver an OFC Champions League title, I can imagine they would immortalise him in some fashion.
Oh, yes, they would.
But there's a long way to go before they can talk about those type of niceties. It's the defending champions who hold sway. Chasing a 6th Champions League title, Auckland. Iwata tried to go through the legs of Marshall. Dominic Fred back defending. Beelan. Enormous tussle there between the Croatian midfielder and the Serbian striker.
Vislic gains a free kick out of it.
Shivan Swami, Fijian midfielder who normally plays his football in Australia. Taloni. Whitney. Dorovic for Sale. Nangaletha. He's run into trouble. Oh, and I'm not so sure about that decision, but it's gone Amicale's way.
Very soft free kick. Very soft kick. But anyway, Amicale have got it. Time to compose and make something of it.
Well, just a reminder that the second leg of this OFC Champions League final is being played at Kiwatia Street in Auckland on Sunday 18th of May. We will also be bringing that to you as a live stream courtesy of OFC TV. You will not miss a kick of the ball on the road to Morocco 2014. Well won by Taloni. That's a majestic header. Hooked forward by Sean Morris. Dorovic mops up for Amicale. Thrown by Milne for Moreira. And offside flag goes up quickly by Didier Muzo from New Caledonia, the assistant referee on that side on the pitch. Sale. Irving wastes no time putting that out. So Ante, what is the key here for Amicale if we're talking about the deficit that they face? And
I think the key for Amicale is keep on doing what they're doing right, and it's playing off the left flank with Taloni and out the right flank and try to hit Vislic in the centre. And take some shots, take some risks from outside the box, give the keeper a bit of a test.
This is Marshall. Shivan Swami. Dorovic. Keeps going forward the centre half. Taloni's pushed forward on the left flank. Masavakalo. Now Whitney. Auckland with all but Moreira back defending. Well, Andrew Milne's taken a knock. I don't think there was anything sinister in it.
I don't think there looked like there was anything malice in that. Oh, looks like he clipped his ankle, so... Nothing like the good old magic spray wouldn't fix back in the day, the magic spray.
Corner for Amicale. Well, this would be an opportune time for the home side to go level.
I think Amicale need to capitalise on these corners and runs down the left flank and whip the balls in with pace and just look for the big boys up front to do the rest. Because the Auckland defence looks pretty tight. It's very hard to get through.
Whitney. That's a poor kick from Jack Whitney. Shivan Swami cleans up for Amicale. Marshall picks out Fred. Marshall keeps going on the overlap. Fred whips it in. It's a good ball in. Vasilic. Away by Ivan Vasilic. Nangalefa keeps it going. Away by Irving. Now Swami. Whitney against Milne. Morris has gone over to provide some support for Milne. And Burfoot puts it out. Well, Auckland City seem to have recognised that threat posed by Jack Whitney, and they're now doubling up wherever they can to protect that right flank.
Oh, you can't let Whitney go. He'll just run amok up on that left flank.
Dorovic. Marshall has also played in Spain, Japan and Iceland, as well as a brief stint in England. Still going, Marshall. That's a great ball in. On a chance, Whitney. It's blocked.
Oh.
What a moment for Amicale.
It's been the best passage of play of the game, Gordon. Marshall on that right flank, a bit of a shimmy and a shuffle, got a cross in with pace. I think just Whitney took a bit too much time on the ball.
This was a delicious ball in.
Lovely
Look at the
ball.
swerve on it and the pace. It evaded Ivan Vasilic, and the shot blocked by Andrew Milne.
I think Andrew Milne took the pace off it.
He did indeed. It was a great ball in by Marshall though. And
great shuffle on the side on the right flank by Marshall. I think that was goal bound, hadn't it got a deflection.
So Amicale showing signs of life. The hopes of a nation rest on their shoulders. Only one other non-Australian, non-New Zealand club has won the OFC Champions League. It was Hikari United 4 years ago, when they beat Waitakere United of New Zealand on aggregate to go to the FIFA Club World Cup in UAE. But since then it's been slim pickings. Auckland have dominated, and too few clubs from the Pacific have managed to emulate that achievement of Hikari's. But Amicale have this opportunity before them. They trail by a goal to nil. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go. No indication as yet of additional time.
Yeah, back to what I was saying before, a couple of little bad mistakes in the back and Auckland will just pounce and punish you for it. So I think they have to recoup at half time and try to eliminate those little mistakes. Because as you well know, Gordon, that can be very costly.
Absolutely. And Auckland City have perhaps used their get out of jail free card already. They were hanging by a thread in the group stage after they lost to Amicale. Pire and Waitakere United could have produced a draw on the final day of group play. That would have knocked Auckland City out. But Pire beat Waitakere 3-1, if you remember. And that result allowed Auckland City to get through to the semi-finals. They were all but on a mortician slab, the defending champions, and here they find themselves 1-0 up in the semi-final first leg here in Port Vila.
And they've got that crucial away goal, which counts for plenty in the second leg.
Iwata. Swami. Straight into Tade. Well, that's what Swami does best, is win the ball back. And I thought he did so fairly then, but Keita Zatuni saw it differently.
I'm pretty sure there was a bit of a push in the back there, and that's where the Auckland have got the free kick. Oh, wasted free kick. Wasted free kick.
Well, that looks as though it's half-time, according to Keita Zutini. Nelson Saleh's having a word to the referee. Well, he's not happy, the Amicale skipper. And he's still investigating matters with the Tahitian official. So half-time here at Port Vila Stadium. An enthralling first 45 minutes. Auckland City lead by a goal to nil. The strike coming from Argentine forward Emiliano Tade.
That was a great finish, a great through ball, and found the mark.
Well, it's Tade's 5th goal of the competition. As we have a look at the highlights of the first half. 2nd minute, Jack Whitney was weaving some magic. Fenedi Masavakalo with a shot just wide of Tamati Williams' right hand upright. It hit the back stanchion, and an early warning sign for the visitors on the quarter hour. Cross from Taloni to the far post. Nungaletha missed the header. Dominique Fred picked it up. Nungaletha worked himself into space, just stabbed it wide with the left foot. I think he didn't realise he had so much time at his disposal there. He just snatched at it.
Yeah, those sort of opportunities, Gordon, you can't waste them. You've got to bury those in the back of the net.
21 minutes elapsed. Beelan's header. Visilic with this header. Dominique Fred, reasonable touch here. The second touch, not so great. Off target. Just got away from Tade. Didn't get his head over the ball. And over the top. And then this moment. De Vries looked as though he had lost it. So did Saleh. Both recovered. The ball played wide. And Tade got to the ball first. Chika Mansale a little bit slow off his line, aren't they?
But that's that first touch. Obviously, both players slipped over. Great through ball. And that first touch, bang, straight through.
And there's the finish. Auckland 1-0 up.
Great
Navy
goal.
Blue
Great
happiness.
goal.
4 minutes to go before the halftime break. Colin Marshall wound in this wonderful cross. First touch, second touch.
This is the opportunity of the half. They should have buried this one. Bit too much time on the ball and got a deflection. Took the pace off it. Well, based on the highlights, I could say Amicale have had more opportunities on goal than Auckland, but Auckland, at the end of the day, it's 1-0, and Auckland have capitalised on the opportunities they've had and put them away.
So confirmation then of the score. It's half-time here in Port Vila. Amicale 0, Auckland City 1. Rejoin us after the break for more action from the OFC Champions League final.
really, really proud and delighted for the players to get off to a good start.
It's going to be a good challenge for us. Again, we'll prepare like we normally prepare, and try to do the things that we know that are going to, help us.
The Battle of Champions, Amicale and Auckland City. Welcome back to Port Vila Stadium. We're just moments away from the restart of this OFC Champions League final first leg, and it's Auckland City who have the advantage, courtesy of an Emiliano Tade goal after 30 minutes. And Ante, it's going to be tough for Amicale to get back into this game. What do they need to do?
Well, Amicale need to keep on playing those left flanks and right flanks, press, and hit Visilic up front. That's pretty much the game plan.
Yeah.
Whether or not Auckland now are going to play more of a defensive role and hold their lead, there'd probably be open discussions about that at half time. But Amicale just needs to stick to their game. Obviously it's working. There's been 4 or 5 attempts on goal. They're bound to convert 1 or 2 of them. Let's talk briefly about Auckland City's away goal. How important could that be in the mix-up? It's crucial. The away goal's crucial because it obviously, as away goal, it counts for 2. And you've got an instantaneous advantage as soon as you get home.
So, no changes made by either coach. And we're underway again. Amicale trail by 1-0. Can they draw on their reserves of character and resilience that they exhibited in the group stage in Lautoka and produce something tangible here today? Sawami. Saleh. Looks to go long. Saleh. Iwata reads it well. Nangaletha. Vasilic shows good strength. Vasilic. Masavakalo. Not far away. Vanity Masavakalo worked himself into a good area of the pitch. He couldn't get it on target.
Yeah, the key to that passage of play, it's Visilic holding up, bringing 2 defenders with him. Off to Finidi. Turns. Not on target, but pretty good effort.
So the first shot across the bows of the second half is Amicale's. The header from Taloni, helped on by Nangaletha. Beelan comes out on top in the duel with Vasilic. Tade, Morris. Visilic. Awkward one for Tamati Williams, he's coped with it. Dorovic, that was awkward for him, but Saleh with a class header back to Chikau Mansale.
It's probably the first mistake Dorovic has made all game. He's had a pretty solid game up until now.
There was speculation prior to kickoff that Dorovic may not make it into the starting lineup after an injury that saw him removed from the semi-final against Bar here. Tuilau, the Fijian defender, was in line to perhaps begin this match. That hasn't been the case. Fred. Work through to Vasilic. Visilic clears. Dorovic. Taloni. Just couldn't get the ball out of his feet, David Taloni.
Gives away a throw in. But he's had a pretty solid game. Young Taloni up on that left flank.
Irving takes it on the chest. Hoists it forward. Well, Auckland City look as though they're ready to make a change. Papua New Guinea youngster David Brown is stripped and ready for action. Be interesting to see what Ramon Trebulic chooses to do here with this switch.
There could be an injury there, Gordon. It's an early change, so...
It's Tade who comes off. I just wonder if you're right there, Ante, moving Tade this early into the restart. Yeah, he's got a limp.
He's got a limp. You can see his right thigh's all strapped up. I think he's succumbed to an injury, and Auckland's are forced to make the change. It's a bad setback for Auckland. He's been very lethal up front the whole first half.
Well, it's not a bad talent to go to when you're experiencing a forced change. David Brown's a very exciting talent. Lots of pace. He's had his problems with injuries. He got a really bad one in the ASB Premiership that kept him out for 5 or 6 weeks. And it's a free kick for a foul on Moreira. Well, Saleh had a real go at him there.
Yeah, it was a nice hit on the shin. I think that one would have hurt, but he's back up again. Yeah, I think Auckland need to capitalise on these set plays like these. And
here's Morris, straight down the throat of Dordovic. Brown's in there. That's a foul. Well, tempers starting to fray a little.
Oh, great ball.
That's released Wetney against Irving. Masavakalo, well, it's a terrible pass by Wetney. Needed more quality from the Solomon Islander. Masavakalo had a little word to him. What were you doing? And the debate still continues. You can see there, Fenedy Masavakalo.
It was great thinking from the back to look for the left-hand side, and just they need to capitalise on such opportunities. Amicale. Another free kick to Amicale.
Good momentum this for the home side. Swami. Marshall. You just get the feeling, Ante, if the temperature starts to heat up out on the pitch there, whether or not that might just suit Amicale.
It will. It will. It seems like to me Amicale are going an all-out attack and are trying to get the goal back.
Burfoot searching for Morris. Marshall. He's not the quickest of players, Colin Marshall, but he's certainly one of the most composed.
Composed, and he's been fairly solid all the first half.
Goes about his business in a very unflustered way. Brown, that's a lovely play from David Brown. Now against Marshall, he's gone by him. Took a deflection on the way through to Chikaman Saleh. Well, the attendance here has hit the 10,000 mark. Some figure for a club football match.
Not forget, Gordon, the surrounding crowd. I'd say there'd be
right,
another 10,000 around there as well.
Port Vila Stadium sits right in the middle of the suburbs, if you like, and there is hill area built up, and there are fans scattered throughout the roading system wherever they can get a good look at this pitch.
Got another set play here from the free kick for Auckland.
Morris is going to take it. Visilic and Beelan are forward. Brown and De Vries have joined their teammates at the far post. Dordovic and Vasilic are back. Morris whips it in. Away by Nagaletha. Shot. Deflected away by Nelson Saleh. Well, that's wild defending there. Marshall. Dordovic on the break. Taloni trying to make a run forward. Masavakalo's to his left. He chooses to play Taloni. Swami. Marshall joins in again. Swami. Auckland City have funneled off to the edge of their own penalty area. Masavakalo, that's a good run and a free kick. Frustration for Fenedy Masavakalo. Another substitution. It's Kensi Tangis, the birthday boy, about to be thrown into the fray. Well, there were two grabs at Fenedy Masavakalo. He went down easily, but there was no doubt that Morris made contact.
Marshall standing over the ball now. So there's another
this is a big call.
Big call.
Nikola Vasilic who's coming off.
He must have an injury or something. It's a big call to take him off.
So Kensi Tangis, that is going to be a front line fully designed for counter-attack, pace and penetration, but they've sacrificed some degree of aerial domination and strength. As Marshall whips in the free kick away by Ivan Vasilic. Barefoot for Moreira. Might fancy this Moreira. He's past Saleh. He's going to need help. David Brown is steaming up on the left-hand side. Moreira still going. Morris has arrived to give the Portuguese striker some help. David Brown battling away for Auckland and can't secure the throw-in.
Yeah, great pressing from Amicale to close him down, and too many touches too late.
Well played by Ivan Vasilic. It was an awkward one for the veteran to deal with. Masavakalo. He's really looking in the mood. Fenedy Masavakalo still going. Releases Dominic Fred. The cross. Beelan. This match really opening up, Ante.
Yes, it is. Both sides look there on the attack, and I think we're in for a couple more nice goals throughout this second half.
Nathan Hall and this crowd urging Amicale forward. Swami for Taloni. Milne tried to get in and win it early off Whitney, who's still going.
Yeah, Whitney trying to get through a wall of Auckland defence. Taloni for the throw-in.
Tangis. Taloni.
Great little touch. Vislich out.
Well, the problem is, of course, for Amicale, if they're going to try and force this situation, they can be vulnerable to the counter-attack as well. And a second away goal might be just a bit too much and a chance. It looks like Masavakalo with the attempted overhead kick. It was a very awkward one to execute.
Would have been very nice had he pulled it off.
I'm sure this place would have gone absolutely mental had it come off.
Oof.
Wata did well.
Iwata was in the right place at the right time.
Yes. Always an awkward one for a defender if those sorts of attempts do connect. You've got to be very conscious of where your arms are.
Yeah, because you're prone to the handball straight away and you give away a penalty.
Swami. Dordovic. Swami being pressed high by Sean Morris. Saleh probing forward. Straight to Iwata though. Beelan. De Vries. Dordovic. That's a well played pass. Spotting Marshall high. Nungaletha.
Oh, great ball.
Over the top. Finidi Masavakalo against Ivan Visilic. Kensi Tangisa arrives to help. Away by Iwata. Nungaletha. Oh, and it had the power. It just was fired straight into an opponent, I think.
Got the deflection and, yeah, he had to put a power on it.
So we're on the hour mark. Amicale 0, Auckland City 1. The home side slowly getting to grips. Fighting for everything. Saleh participated in one of the Solomon Islands' most pivotal international matches of modern times when they played the Socceroos in a FIFA World Cup playoff. That was at Lawson Thomas Stadium. They managed to draw 2-2 with Australia. It was a result that conveniently knocked New Zealand out of the running for a place at the 2006 FIFA World Cup, and Saleh was very much an integral part of it. He was an integral part of the Amicale side here as Nungaletha tried to go by Ivan Visilic but couldn't. Well, Auckland City are back in numbers. Even Yao Moreira, the striker, has been funneling back to give some help. Nungaletha trying to take on Irving. Cross to the far post. Taloni arrives. There are 4 targets in the penalty area for Dordovic to hit. He goes himself. Oh, and it stayed low. It stayed very low. Tamati Williams had to watch that all the way into the gloves. There was no significant bounce there.
Could have had a bit more power on it from Djordjevic, but it was a good effort. It was on target. All it needed was a deflection.
Brown brings Burfoot into play. That's a clever pass by Burfoot for De Vries. Tries to pop it over the top of Marshall, but can't.
A bit too much. Goal kick for Amicale.
So Amicale have pressed Kensi Tangis high up the pitch. Nungaletha has also been put into a more forward position.
I can see Fanidi causing a few headaches in the Auckland defence.
Nungaletha Switcher play finds Whitney. That's a good ball. Whitney against Milne. Chance for Whitney. The shot is a terrible one by his usual high standards.
Yeah, wasted effort there from Jack Whitney. Should have done better with that. So he turns onto the right foot. Just couldn't get a hold of it.
Well, Tamati Williams is going to go into the book. It's a yellow card.
Yellow card, wasting time.
Well won by Nangaletha.
Great.
Visilic with a brave header. Beelan for Iwata. Oh, and that's
bad.
Strangest of clearances from Takuya Iwata. Nearly put his team in trouble. In fact, it's put John Irving in trouble because he's now taken a knock and trying to retrieve that scenario. Well, there's some internal debate going on between Tamati Williams and Ivan Visilic. I think perhaps about that goal kick that resulted in the yellow card.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of a healthy discussion in the back.
No, well, I think there's only going to be one winner there.
Yeah, that's correct.
The skipper Ivan Visilic and his goalkeeper. His nickname in New Zealand football circles is the Godfather, Ivan Visilic.
He's been around a few years.
Tangis. Swami. Dordovic. Taloni is pushed forward on the left. Well, I think Ramon Trebulic is somewhat annoyed with Yao Moreira. I think there was an expectation that he might get across and try and provide some kind of high defence. Sean Morris plays it wide for De Vries. Keeps his run going, Morris, here on the right. Former Seattle Sounders player in the Major League Soccer. And also had a spell with Portland Timbers. Andrew Milne. Beelan. Auckland in control. Visilic. Very good ball from Visilic to De Vries. Morris. Milne. Play on, says Keita Zatuni. Now Sam Burfoot with a chance. Straight into the gloves of Chika Mansale.
Yeah, Auckland holding possession there and a run straight through the midfield. Shot on target. Straight to the keeper's hands. It was a good effort.
Shivan Swami is the player down for Amicale. He's going to need some attention.
Swami's back up and at him again. Also applying his trade in Australia with Fraser Park, with alongside with Taloni.
Well, he's being substituted out of the game. Shivan Swami.
Yeah, he's had a great game. He's had a wonderful game in the midfield.
Sonny Issa has been injected into the action. Well, this Amicale side now resembling a rogues gallery of top striking prowess.
I can see Nathan Hall's going all-out attack. As we discussed before, he's got to look out for the counter-attack from Auckland, because that could really cause a lot of damage.
Well, Sani Issa, a Nigerian-born striker who won the OFC Champions League Golden Boot last season with Bar, 7 goals in 9 games. He's now playing up alongside Fenedi Masavakalo, who won the OFC Champions League Golden Boot in 2011. So there's no shortage of potential in a red shirt. Trbojevic down here in front of us is going absolutely apoplectic with his team. He just feels that perhaps they're giving too much space to the Amicale players to knock it around. Now, recognising that fact, Sean Lovemore is getting stripped and ready for action for Auckland City. Masavakalo. Saleh. Ante, can you see Nathan Hall maybe going one less at the back and throwing an extra body forward?
Well, it looks like he's now putting Vasilic back as a sweeping role, and he's obviously going for an all-out attack, noticing that Auckland are playing more of a defensive game in the second half and trying to keep their lead.
So Amicale reverting to 3 at the back from their usual 4. Dordovic.
It's a good move. It could pay off, but it could be disastrous at the same time.
High risk, high reward. Masavakalo. Marshall. That's a high line for Amicale. There's 5 players, each being marked up in that Auckland back line. It's everything but the kitchen sink from Amicale. Marshall winds in the cross. Well read by Ivan Vasilic. De Vries, he's got space to run into. He's got David Brown to his left. He can't find him.
Yeah, it was a wasted ball. Should have done a lot better with that. Yeah, I can notice the Auckland midfield are looking pretty solid and pressing when they have to.
Saleh. Sani Issa. Played against Auckland in the semi-finals last season. Didn't manage to get on the score sheet. How Amicale would love him to do so today as Whitney takes on Milne.
Oh, there's a bit of a foul there. Hasn't been called by the ref.
It's a corner for Amicale. Or is it? It's possibly a free kick.
Yeah, Jack Whitney had a bit of a shimmy and shuffle all the way through, and then was held back a bit, and thus the free kick. Dangerous position for Auckland to be in.
It's a 2-man wall.
Amicale's got a whole arsenal in the box, ready to pounce on a loose ball or a header.
Yeah, Amicale have 6 players in the penalty area. Jack Whitney at the near post next to Tamati Williams, you can see to the right of your picture. Sani Issa's in there, marked by Ivan Vasilic. Kensi Tangis locked together with John Irving. Here it comes. Punched away by Tamati Williams. Taloni. Masavakalo. Amicale needs something from their veteran striker. What can he produce? Still going, Masavakalo. Kensi Tangis. Not far away. Amicale getting closer.
Good effort from Kensi there, just off target. Fenedi went through a whole wall of the Auckland defence. Great crack shot, just not on target. It was a good effort.
Moreira is the player coming out. Sean Lovemore, formerly with Waitakere United and Hawke's Bay United, injected into proceedings.
Looks like Amicale's got a change coming up as well.
It's Francois Sakama.
$18 minutes of regular time left. Still Amicale 0, Auckland 1. I'd say Gordon Amicale have had more of the chances in the second half, but haven't had a chance to capitalise on any of that.
Sani Issa. Well, just showing signs of perhaps being ring rusty. Sani Issa, he was signed by Amicale at the start of the competition, but due to visa restrictions, he couldn't enter Fiji. And he appeared as a substitute against Bar last week, and this is only his second appearance in the competition. Of course, this competition has also been graced by other players from Africa, including the late Kieran Jordan and, of course, Grant Young, who both appeared for Auckland City in previous years. Both, of course, also play for Bafana Dorovic. In fact, as the years roll on, the international flavour of the OFC Champions League just seems to get more and more diverse. Taloni. Oh, Awata's missed it. Chance for Tanguys.
Yes!
He scores!
Great goal, Amicale. Port Vila Stadium erupts.
Look at this. Port Vila Stadium has gone berserk. There are fans who have broken ranks and have entered the playing field area. But what a finish by Dominique Fred.
Great passage of play and wonderful finish. Taloni in with the cross. Mistake by Wada. Pounce, bang, goal.
Game on in Port Vila.
Game on.
Amicale 1, Auckland City 1.
Gordon, the crucial goal that Amicale needed. Wonderful scenes here at the stadium.
Well, there are bottles being thrown onto the playing field. The army and the security forces are taking care of that as we speak.
Clinical finishing, Gordon. Clinical finishing.
And it came from another mistake.
A wonderful. Well, the Auckland goal came from mistakes. Now Amicale's come from mistakes. So
what a finish! It was
what
an
a wonderful
superb goal.
Great goal.
Iwata made the error.
It's true to form. You make an error, you're going to get punished.
So Whitney is coming off.
High fives all round with Marshall.
Francois Sakama is on.
Crowd settling down here at Port Vila Stadium. Amicale 1, Auckland 1. 14 minutes of regular time to go. What a game we've got on our hands here in Port Vila.
Well, can they go on and grab a second? That's the question. They've certainly got the momentum and the self-belief is restored. The noise in Port Vila Stadium is utterly deafening. Mario Beelan comes out. Daewook Kim comes on. Nathan Hall, the Amicale coach, has gone through a glut of emotions. He's been animated on the bench all afternoon. He's now out of his technical area, urging his players on. There's a real feeling here that Amicale could get another. The Amicale supporters certainly believe it. You can sense it.
Auckland now have to regroup and reassess the situation.
Sakama.
Throw into Auckland.
De Vries. Sean Lovemore. Free kick taken quickly by Saleh. Auckland don't have time to argue the point with referee Zatuni.
Vislich out.
Sakama. Well, the intensity of this game has just gone up a notch. It's fantastic. '79th minute. Amicale 1, Auckland City 1. Oh, and a chance with a back heel. Lovemore. Sakama. That's a great
counter attack. Emotions running riot here in Port Vila Stadium.
Listen to the noise, Auntie. It's just absolutely deafening in here.
I don't know if you can hear that, Gordon. I can feel the press booth is shaking.
The stadium is shaking,
excitement.
Literally shaking. Taloni. Might be some more seismic action coming our way if Amicale can grab a second. Kim, straight to Colin Marshall.
Oh, he's been solid in the backall game, Colin Marshall. Had a great game. Composed.
Just doesn't he?
Yeah. Doesn't panic.
Issa. Marshall. Nangaletha. Sakama. Fires over the cross to the far post. Tanguise miscues his shot. Masavakalo. Well, the confidence is surging through these Amicale players now.
We're in for a nail-biting last 10 minutes, Gordon. It could sway either way. It could go either way.
Nelson Saleh. Dominic Fred. Quincy Tanguise. Masavakalo. Dordovic. Finds Sakama. It's all Amicale at the moment. Still with Masavakalo. Now Saleh joins in. David Brown. Sakama hunts him down, wins the ball.
Great chase down from Sakama. Seems to me Gordon and Amicale seem to be the more confident team at the current passage of play.
Well, it's amazing what a goal can do for the confidence. Well, that was a tight ball by Kim. intended for Brown. Sakama whipped it back into Amicale possession. Taloni now has it. Milne. Now Burfoot. Brown. De Vries. Burfoot losing the ball in his feet. Picked up by Sani Issa.
Foul there.
Amicale 1, Auckland City 1, 83rd minute.
7 minutes to go, and whatever extra time the ref wants to put on, the third official. Djordjevic with a long ball out wide. Ooh.
Oh, and here's a chance.
Chance on the counter attack.
Ryan De Vries tries to slip it through for Lovemore. Amicale were back defending in numbers, made it difficult.
Marshall on the right flank there.
Tanguis.
Straight to Vislich.
That looks like a
Yellow card.
For Nangaletha. Remember, there are players who are sitting on yellow cards, and if they get one today, they'll be out of the second leg. For Amicale, it's Nelson Saleh, Dominic Fred, Jack Whitney, of course, who's off now, so he will definitely be in the running for a starting slot next Sunday. And Marko Djordjevic for Auckland City, Irving, Daewoo Kim, Yao Moreira, who's off, Andrew Mill, Sam Burfoot.
Taloni
What a
out wide.
mouthwatering second leg, it's in prospect.
Oh, this has been a great game. Great second half.
Djordjevic looking to go long.
Free kick to Amicale. Looks like there's a push in the back on Taloni.
Taken quickly. Sakama has space to move into. Still going. Issa.
First touch went wayward.
Oh, and he's away.
Oh, on the counter. Oh, keeper's got that covered. Amicale in the last 5 minutes going to have to watch that counter attack by Auckland, Gordon, because it could come to haunt him.
Oh, that's a good ball. Sakama's through. Williams, just in the nick of time for Auckland, got his foot on it.
Too late, too late. Great passage of play there, Gordon. Great passage of play. Amicale aren't letting up, Gordon. They're just full-on attacking. Here we go on the counter. A bit too much.
Well, we've got the perfect vantage point to see both technical areas, and both of these coaches, Nathan Hall and Ramon Trebulic, are so animated. Williams did exceptionally well to get to that ball first. Sakama looked as though he was away.
I can see both coaches' blood pressure's gone up tenfold in the last 10 minutes.
Well, Nathan Hall will want this game to keep going for another 10 or 15 minutes.
Of course he would, that's right.
Ramon Trebulic will just be wanting these seconds to tick down. Sakama. Is there a twist in the plot to come? Morris. Well,
it's been relentless attack the last 15 minutes from Amicale. Relentless attack, and Auckland look like they just want to hold on for the final whistle to blow and recoup and play the second leg. Vislic, he's got it covered. Yeah, goal kick. Ivan Visic, a very, very pair of skillful and experienced legs in the back, and that's what they need right now to continue this game.
yeah. 88 caps for the New Zealand All Whites, A internationals, 1 FIFA World Cup, 3 FIFA Confederations Cups.
Stints in various European clubs, so he's got the runs on the board.
Oh, definitely has the runs on the board, and how Auckland City need the benefit of that experience in this situation. They're only just hanging on. As Amicale continue to probe for openings, looking for a second goal to take forward to the second leg next week in Auckland at Kiwatia Street.
That second goal give him a great advantage in the second leg.
Well, it does, because
The scores stay locked in at 1-1. Auckland still going to the second leg with that 1 goal advantage as the away goal. Wasted cross there. 90 seconds to go in normal regular time. We'll see how much time's added on by the third official.
looks like 4 minutes is going to be the number held up by Isidore Asianambasa, the fourth official. He was in charge of last week's semi-final in Tahiti between Pire and Auckland. 4 minutes is a long time in football.
It's a long time in football, Gordon. Anything can happen in 4 minutes.
Sakama, gentle header.
Great little touch.
Well, Isa was looking for a penalty.
I think he was asking for a lot there, Gordon. The ref was never going to blow that one as a penalty.
It is 4 minutes to
There we
go.
It's official 4 minutes of extra time. Added on.
Turns Dordovic.
Oh, here we go. The
He's still
counter
going,
attack.
Lovemore. He's got a free kick for his troubles.
Out comes a yellow card.
And if this is a yellow card for Nelson Saleh, he will miss the second leg. He's already on 1 yellow card. And there it is.
There it is. He's out of the second leg. That's a great shock for Amicale to lose him in the next leg.
So they've lost their skipper. He's still got a job to do. So Morris with the free kick. Mansale will punch this clear. As far as Lovemore, Ivan Vislic. The flag's gone up for offside. Amicale will want to get this taken very, very quickly. They want to get the ball up the other end of the park as soon as possible. Nathan Hall's on the edge of the technical area, screaming his lungs out. How does Marshall manage to get through those corridors of pack players? I'll never know. Sakama. Still going, Sakama against Milne.
Done well to keep it in.
Still going.
Still going.
Vislic.
Oh,
Nice defending from Vislic. He didn't commit.
no. Let him go and draw the mistake.
Taloni.
Oh,
Right in the face. Tangis. Nungaletha. Oh, and that was the right idea. The execution.
the idea was
just a bit
good,
slick.
just a bit too fast on the execution.
Well, Amicale's unbeaten run in this tournament will go on for another week, it seems. And their unbeaten run against Auckland City will stretch to a third match. 2 wins and a draw, perhaps.
Could this be the last passenger play, Gordon?
Auckland will hope so. Amicale won't. Well, Moise Poiter, the coach of Tawhia, said to me, deadlock tomorrow. It's too close to call. Is he right? Oh, it's a good flick away by Irving. Daewoo Kim's battling away there with Tangis. Now Masavakalo. Away by Sean Morris.
Just a bit too much on that first touch from Finiti.
Well, here's another factor, Ante. Auckland City are probably out on their feet, given the weather conditions as well. Marshall. Well, he's a metronome, Colin Marshall. Just keeps ticking along. But Amicale need more. Issa. Taloni. Into the far post. Nungalef is under it. The header across goal. Off the line by Irving. Goodness me.
What an effort. Right at the death off the line. It was goal bound.
Nungalef with the header at the far post. The flag's gone up.
It was called offside. It was goal bound, Gordon. Just a last minute ditch effort to get it. Great cross by Taloni. Header. Yeah, beaten.
That was heading for the inside of the right hand upright. There it is.
Full time, 1-1.
OFC Champions League final first leg is over. It's finished Amicale 1, Auckland City 1. And what a pulsating game it was to call.
Great game.
Full of drama. The atmosphere here in the stadium was electric from start to finish. And we go forward to Kiwatia Street in Sandringham, Auckland for the second leg.
With the scores tied 1-1. It should be a cracker second leg. 46th minute.
Yeah, Vasilic, you were talking about that ability he has to hold play up. Masavakalo with a shot.
Pulls over to the left. Just over the crossbar. 57th minute. Jack Whitney with a cross. And the overhead quick. Had it got pulled off, it would have been a great goal. But Iwata had it covered.
And Iwata was to play a significant part in what was to come much later. Here was another effort from Kensi Tangis trying to get into the box. Iwata managed to get it clear. Then Nungalef's shot straight into an opponent. 61 minutes. Taloni joining the attack, takes it on the chest, brings Dordovic into play. Now he takes a long range shot. This stayed very low.
Yeah, but just didn't have enough sting on it, Gordon. Auckland keeper had that cover. That wasn't going in.
24 minutes left. Good ball in by Visilic to Ryan De Vries. Sean Morris. Then Andrew Milne decided from right back to go on a rampaging run forward. Moreira let it go. And the effort from Sam Burfoot was pretty tame in the end. Not really going to trouble.
It didn't have enough sting on it. He had plenty of time.
Easy one from Mansala.
Yeah.
Masavakalo was really in the mood. And then Kensi Tangis with a shot.
Quick snapshot. Wasn't on target, but good effort. I think it just popped in front of his feet and he didn't know what to do with it at the time.
It was all Amicale, as you can tell. Round the corner, pass from Jack Whitney. Then Taloni with this wonderful cross. Iwata completely miscues. Chance with Dominic Fred, and he lashed it into the back of the net.
What a great goal. Just a bad mistake by Iwata. On the half volley. Gone. Goal.
Look at that. Sheer delirium at Port Vila Stadium.
The crowd went wild after that. 86th minute.
Sonny Issa.
Lovely little tap forward. Just not enough pace on it.
Well read by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, great, well read to come out, and he could have committed. He might not have.
So I think Auckland City will be satisfied. They've come away with a 1-1 draw.
I think they've satisfied. They scraped through with a 1-1 draw. Amicale pounced on them in the last 20 minutes. They were barrage of an arsenal of shots. Lucky for Auckland that none of them were really going to bother and get on target. But one mistake, like we said, and bang, you get punished for it. And it was a great goal. So it's 1-1, second leg. It's even, Stephen. Auckland have got the away goal advantage. So they'll have to recoup and think about their tactics, what they're going to do in the next game, both Amicale and Auckland. But
can Amicale score over there?
Well, that's the big question, Gordon. I don't know. Auckland are very hard to beat at home. Amicale will have to regroup, tactically figure out what they're going to do. And, I can't wait to see. It's going to be a cracking game in Auckland.
Also, in your opinion, can I ask, do you think Nikola Vasilic will start that game?
I'm pretty sure he will, because he's just too solid up front, the way he can hold the ball up and draw defenders with him. And they've got the speed of the wing-backs on the side. So I'd say Nathan Hall will start him in the first half and see how he goes tactically. And if it works, he'll keep him on. If not, he'll do a change like he did and bring on a bit of speed. And obviously the change from Nathan Hall worked. Thus we got a goal, 1-1. But great effort on both teams. Great effort. It was a great football match to watch.
Okay, well, that's enough of us. Let's get the view of the men who mattered most in this match. We can go sideline for some post-match interviews.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, Ramon Triple, it's a tough game today in Port Vila. A 1-1 draw is a good for you. But first, what do you think about the game?
Yeah, I think a fantastic game of football. Probably, I'd say one half the team. In the second half they came out. They knew they had to change that goal. They probably achieved that, unfortunately, from one of our mistakes. But I think the effort we put in was fantastic. Coming down here and playing the way we want to play is not easy. The field, unfortunately, is probably not of the standard. Unfortunately, so you can't really play the way we normally do. So we're going to be happy with the way we perform today in terms of playing with our heart, in terms of defending, and overall, I'd say the effort from our boys was fantastic.
Yeah, I know the condition is not good, but anyway, you've got 1-1 in Port Vila. Now away game is on Sunday. We look forward to hold on tight and keep the winning spirit.
Look, I think the final is still very tight. 1-0 was a tight game anyway. So it's good that we scored that away goal. We knew we needed to score an away goal.
He's with me.
Little cushion, but again, the QET is going to be very tight anyway. They're a very, very good team of football. And I think anything can happen. Still 50-50 goal.
Ramon, my last question: what do you think you're going to improve on before the next game?
I'll tell you after the final game. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck to the next game.
And great game, great crowd. Fantastic.
Thank you.
So satisfied Ramon Tribulic, who's come away with a 1-1 draw to take back to Kiwitea Street for the second leg. All to play for. A place at the FIFA Club World Cup Morocco 2014. Still up for grabs. Let's hear the views of Amicale coach Nathan Hall.
Go ahead. Yes, Nathan, coach, tough game for you at home. At the end of the day, you draw 1-1. Not an easy game, but first, can you comment on the game overall?
Obviously, a very tough game, physically very demanding. Make no question, Auckland's a very good team. They're a strong team. They've been together a long time, and they came here to win. To go a goal down so early was disappointing, but I thought the boys fought back gallantly. Towards the end it became a bit scrappy, but the intensity levels in the second half were lifted. Dominique took his goal very, very well, and I thought towards the end we were the better team, and with a little bit more luck on another day maybe we would have got one, but obviously now it's all to play for in the second leg, and we look forward to the challenge of playing them on their home turf.
Okay, Nathan, I know it's going to be hard away, but what is your main objective and aim back in New Zealand? It's a must-win game against Auckland City.
I think it's going to definitely help playing on their pitch on a really, really good surface. It'll help our players. It's softer, easy on the body. I think physically we're a very hard-working team. We just need to make sure when we go there we play well. We had a few good chances in the last half an hour. Obviously, when we go there, we need to score. We've got the away goal, so they probably had the edge. We just got to give it everything we've got, and I'm sure the boys are going to do that.
Okay, what do you think you're gonna improve on, especially for the players before the next game?
Oh, we need to probably work a little bit on our possession, a little bit on our penetration in the final third, maybe picking better options in the final moment. I thought Jack, especially Jack Wetney in the first half, had a lot of one-on-ones. On another day, he beats that player 6 times. It's a good ball inside the box, and we score a few. So, we just need to make sure that we probably lift our intensity levels. For night, we've got to play like we played the last half an hour for 90 minutes next weekend. Providing we do that, I think that we have a fighting chance of getting something there.
Okay, last question. Today you have 9,000 fans, maybe 150,000 listening to the radio and watching television. Any last word to them?
Thank you. Seriously, the boys are very grateful for the support. Obviously, I've said it before, Vanuatu is a football-loving country. The passion in this place is unbelievable. So we are playing for Vanuatu. We'll go there to New Zealand, we'll give it everything we've got, and we know that everybody's behind us. The support, I've said it before again, since day one has been unbelievable, and we're very appreciative, and I can't say much more. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, Nathan. Good luck with your next game.
Thank you, Harry. Cheers.
Perhaps with 1 or 2, do you think he may regret certain moments of this game where Amicale didn't prosper? They didn't take it.
Oh yeah, of course Nathan's going to regret it, but it all boils down to the players on the park and a bit of luck. Being able to finish off chances that are very few and far between, and you have to capitalise on that.
Exactly. So all to play for in the second leg. That's all from us here in Port Vila. It's been our privilege and honour to describe the action for you. I've been your commentator, Gordon Watson. And on behalf of Ante Rasputic, we wish you a very good afternoon, and we'll see you next week.
And we'll see and a great hello to all the Croatian community out in Auckland, and we'll see you out in numbers for the second leg, and it's going to be a wonderful cracker of a next game. So it's goodbye from us here at Port Vila Stadium, and good luck.
We'll see you next week.